Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the look that I recently wore with Chloe Morello for our Christmas gift guide collaboration. I was so stoked to see that you guys love this look. There were so many questions and so many compliments on it. You have no idea how special that is for me. As a makeup artist, I've always been doing other people's makeups and I've never really played with my own so much. So the fact that you guys love it totally made my day. So here's a tutorial. I hope you learn a lot from it and I really hope that you enjoy it. Starting with fresh skin, I'm going to apply my two favourite primers. I don't think wearing two primers at once is like a thing, but this is what I like to do. So this is the number 28 Primer Serum by Hourglass. And I love this product because it's so super dewy, which is what I'm all about when it comes to makeup. And then this one here is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. And I love this one because it makes my makeup stay on like all day, literally all day. So I'm going to firstly apply the number 28 Primer Serum and then I'll put the Veil Mineral Primer on after that. I like to kind of leave that on for a minute just to kind of set in place. And I've just been using my Artiste foundation brush to apply it with. Now I'm going on with the Veil Mineral Primer. And I leave that for another minute or so to set before I apply my base. While I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm actually just going to plump up my lips a little bit. So what I've got here is an old toothbrush and I'm just going to gently scrub my lips with it to bring the blood to the surface and plump them up just that little bit. And once they're all nice and kind of tender, I know that sounds a little bit weird, I like to put on a lip plumper just to kind of keep it in place. And I'm going to use the Ageless Beauty by Transformula's Lip Volume. Now onto my base, I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm actually going to use number 6.5 today. So I've just thrown that on. Not thrown, but you know, I've roughly applied that with the Artiste Foundation Concealer brush that looks like this. And now I'm going to buff all of that in with my favourite Ray Morris Deluxe Buffer Brush. My skin is actually quite good today, so I'm just going to conceal under my eyes and anywhere that I feel needs that little bit of extra brightening. And I'm using my favourite Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. The number is 20, Sand Sable. Dewy skin is now finished and I have already done my brows, but I'm going to do them a little bit more and I'm using Models Prefer Brow Liner in medium. Now onto eyes, and I'm going to prep my eyelids for the eyeshadow using the Models Prefer Mineral Finishing Veil Powder. I'm just going to zoom you in a bit so you can see the eye detail a little bit more. I'm just going to start by contouring the socket of my eye with this little NARS duo here called Portobello. Looks like this. And I'm going to start with this colour first. I'm going to put that underneath my eye a little bit as well. I'm not going to blend that out yet because I'm going to apply Bengali by NARS, which is this kind of dark brown colour here. And I'm going to go in the outer third of my eye with it. I'm also going to take that colour underneath my eye as well. Now I'm going to blend that all out and clean it up a bit. Once you're happy with that darkness, clean up a bit and we'll move on to the glitter. These two glitter products have had so much attention, it's ridiculous. So here they are. They are the Stila Magnificent Metal Eyes, and this colour here is Kitten. And this colour here is Comex Copper. And they are what makes this eye makeup super exciting. So I'm going to start with Comex Copper, which is the bronzy colour. They actually come with this little metal plate which I use for mixing, and they also come with a Stay All Day liquid eye primer, which basically turns these from a thick consistency to more of a workable gel consistency, I guess you'd say. I'll show you how it works anyway. So I'm just going to put a drop of this in the eye palette. Can you see it? Yes, you can. And then I just scrape some of this product into the palette, like so, and then you just mix the two together. So now I'm going to apply that to the majority of my eyelid. I'm going to leave the outer kind of third alone, and I'll just kind of focus the bronze over the middle section, I guess you could say. You'll see anyway. So that's it applied to the center of my eyelid. I like to stay looking down as much as possible once I've applied it, just so it has time to set in place before it kind of smudges anywhere. I've applied this using the Artiste Smoky Eye Brush, which has synthetic hairs, which is why I'm using that rather than a real fur brush. And you can use your fingers if you feel more comfortable. You might actually feel more comfortable blending it out using your fingers, but this little baby here makes me feel really comfortable, so I'm just using that. I might apply a little bit underneath my eyes as well. Now I'm going to apply Kitten to the inner third of my eye and as a little highlight. See, it gives a beautiful highlight. And for extra 3D effect, I'm going to dab Kitten in the center of my eyes as well. Now I'm going to line my inner waterline, which I personally always love to do. I have quite big eyes, so I can get away with it. And I'm going to line the inner waterline with MAC in Rich Experience. If you feel like your eyelids need blending a little bit more, then just go back in with Portobello with that darker colour there and just use it as a transition colour. I already had some individual false eyelashes on my eyes, which you could probably already tell, but I'm going to go over those with the YSL Baby Doll Mascara and thicken them up a bit and see if I need to add any more. Eyes are now complete, and I'm going to zoom out to do the rest of the face. Were you roughly about there before? I'm going to go back in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer underneath my eyes just to freshen up the area. Now I'm going to contour my cheekbones with my Giorgio Armani bronzer, which looks like this. Yeah, I've used it quite a lot, yeah. It's a bit of a favourite of mine. Now onto highlighting, and I'm going to be using MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. This is another favourite of mine. I actually go through quite a lot of these. And I love highlighting, so I go a little bit crazy. I'm going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, just underneath the arch of my eyebrow, on my nose, and a cupid's bow of my lip. That's the base done. Now I'm going to outline my lips with the YSL Lip Liner in number 17. Then I'm going to apply my Models Prefer Nude Lipstick. And then I'm going to just dab a little bit of the Lana Lips Lip Ointment in Dark Honey over the top of that. That is makeup completed. Let's move on to hair. Now for my hair, and I have kind of already been wearing it quite wavy today, but I'll show you what I go through to achieve this anyway. Firstly, I'm going to turn on my GHD. It's a pretty cool noise it makes. This is a GHD Tri-Zone Technology Hot Tong, I guess you'd call it, and I'm just going to let that heat up while I talk you through the rest of the process. So after I've freshly washed my hair, I spray in this Bedhead by Tigi Dumb Blonde Toning Protection Spray. This is like a heat protector, but it tones your hair at the same time. Then I spray in the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Hairspray. I spray a ton of this stuff in to try and get as much body as possible in my hair. Then I spray in the Evo Salty Dog Cocktail Beach Spray, which I guess is what you'd call a sea salt spray. I spray all of that into my damp hair, and then I blow dry it really roughly, mess it up, upside down, go crazy with the hair drying, just to get a ton of texture to work with. Then I kind of blow dry it a little bit smoother, and then I go into tonging. Because I did freshly wash my hair today, I'm actually going to spray a little bit more of the sea salt spray in and just dry that in to get it a little bit more gritty, and then I'll show you how to tong it. This is just my Models Prefer hairdryer. Now I'm just going to brush it out a little bit. This is just like a flat hairbrush. Flat paddle brush. Just brush it out a bit. You want to make sure that your hair is completely dry before tonging. So now, let's get started. I like to start with the first little front pieces of hair and just wrap it backwards around the tong I like to keep it up quite high, but I like to leave the ends out. And just leave that for, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds. And then it will look like this. Grab the second piece and wrap it around. This time I've gone forward. I kind of mix it up as I go around so that it changes the texture up a bit. I do this super roughly. I don't like to be too fussy with it because at the end of the day I just want my hair to be like wavy and textured anyway, so the messier the better. I like to do the front pieces of my hair in smaller sections just because that's where I like the most curl to be focused, and through the rest of the hair I kind of do thicker sections. Okay, and that's hair finished. I'm kidding, that's not hair finished. But leave it to kind of cool and set for a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna have a little jam sesh while that happens, and we'll come back and we'll take it out and make it look really beautiful. I forgot to mention, maybe hairspray before you let it cool. Hairspray before, during and after. I like to use the L'Oreal Elnet hairspray. It's been a favourite of mine for a very long time, and it doesn't leave your hair crispy, so go crazy, girl. Back to my jam sesh. Jam sesh is over. So once your hair feels like it's cooled down enough, shake it out, then brush it out. I kind of just like to brush it, I wouldn't say gently, like I'm using quite a bit of force with it, but rather than kind of brushing it straight down, I like to brush it outwards, I guess. And that's kind of what we're dealing with here. If you want a little bit more kind of body through the ends, pick up bits and hairspray as you go. Like, that's insane. That's a little bit too much for me. But there, I think that's pretty good for me. Now that I'm happy with that, I'm just gonna hairspray it one last time. No more hairspray, I swear. And that's pretty much the finished product. I hope you guys love this tutorial. Please leave me a comment in the box below and let me know what you'd like to see from me in the future. I'm totally happy to take suggestions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Oh, and have an amazing Christmas. It's nearly Christmas. Have an amazing Christmas, guys. Bye.